The procession is led by the Controller of Examination, who carries the ceremonial mace, also known as the Jnanadand. It symbolizes the authority of knowledge and the academic traditions upheld by the university. I request all the audience to please remain standing and only be seated once the academic procession reaches its respective places. A convocation is a moment of great significance, an occasion that not only recognizes the academic excellence, but also celebrates a lifelong dedication to knowledge, research, and service to society. Today's special convocation for the conferment of Doctor of Letters, Honoris Causa, represents the highest honor of the university, awarded to individuals who have made outstanding contributions in their respective domains. The ceremonial entry of the academic procession reflects a time-honored academic tradition. It symbolizes the enduring spirit of intellectual pursuit and institutional heritage. It stands as a testament to the core values of higher education, of integrity, curiosity, and excellence. The academic procession includes members of the university's Executive Council, Academic Council, including the Deans of Faculties, Registrar Dr. M.S. Shejul, Provost Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences Dr. Rajiv Yeravdekar, Vice Chancellor Dr. Ramakrishnan Raman, Pro-Chancellor Dr. Vidya Yeravdekar, Chancellor Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, and the Chief Guest Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, FRS, former Director General, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, and veteran statesman Shri Sushilkumar Shinde. The academic procession, as a time-honored academic tradition, is entering the auditorium. The audience are requested to remain standing and only take their seats after the academic procession members have reached their respective places. On this occasion of the special convocation ceremony of Symbiosis International Deemed University, it is my privilege to welcome the distinguished dignitaries for today. The Chief Guest, Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, FRS, former Director General, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji, a veteran statesman, Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, Chancellor of Symbiosis International Deemed University, Dr. Vidya Yeravdekar, Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Ramakrishnan Raman, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajiv Yeravdekar, Provost, Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences, Dr. M.S. Shejul, Registrar, Shraddha Chitale, Controller of Examinations, members of the Managing Committee, Executive Council and Academic Council, also all the directors and other members who are joining us from off-campus as well as our campus in Dubai, who are joining us online, other dignitaries, and teaching and non-teaching staff of Symbiosis International Deemed University. I extend a very warm welcome to you on this very special occasion of this special convocation ceremony. I now request Dr. M.S. Shejul, Registrar, to take the proceedings further.
Namaskar. Chancellor, sir, may I request you to kindly declare the special convocation open.
I declare the special convocation open.
I request Dr. Vidya Yeravdekar, Pro-Chancellor, Symbiosis International University, to deliver the welcome address on this special convocation ceremony.
A very good morning to all of you. The chief guest for today's special convocation ceremony, and a person who all of us idolize with and get immense inspiration from, Dr. Mashelkar sir. The founder and president and the chancellor of this university, Dr. S.B. Mujumdar sir. Dr. Ramakrishnan Raman, the vice chancellor. And the special person or guest for this special convocation who's going to be conferred D.Lit. Honoris Causa, Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji. Mrs. Mujumdar, Dr. Rajiv, Dr. Tutakne, Dr. Jamkar, Abhijit, Dr. Shejul, Shraddha Chitale, the Controller of Examinations, academic council, executive council, faculty members, students, and my dear friends. Today is indeed a special day in the life of Symbiosis, not just as a university, but as an organization. This beautiful campus that we see and all of us work in has a story which I would like to narrate. So, Chancellor sir and Dr. Mashelkar sir, please allow me to divert a little bit from my welcome address, because of course I'm standing here to welcome all of you, but a small story or an anecdote. This campus is almost a 400 acres campus, of which 45 acres is the place where we are right now, which Dr. Mujumdar sir, in 2002, after we got the deemed university status, bought this land from the local farmers. Of course, we knew that 45 acres on a hilltop will not be sufficient to accommodate a large university of the size of Symbiosis. So later, he bought land at the foothills at a slightly higher price, but again from local farmers, thanks to the then collector of Pune, Mr. Madhukar Kokate. There was an adjacent piece of land of almost 175 to 180 acres on the hilltop next to this 45 acres of land. And when Dr. Mujumdar sir must have asked all the government officials, they obviously said that this is cow grazing land or gairan land that can be actually given for education, but certainly not to you, because you don't have any political backing or any other backing that the government should support you to get this land. But sir, as we all know how he is, showed the perseverance and made an application to the government of Maharashtra for this piece of land of 180 acres. I was honestly not in the picture. I had joined Symbiosis professionally in 1998, but as a medical doctor taking care of the healthcare needs of students, along with my husband, Dr. Rajiv. But yes, I did know what was going around in Symbiosis society, and I certainly knew that Dr. Mujumdar sir was quite tense and stressed out about getting this piece of land. One day, my mother, Mrs. Mujumdar, called me, and she said that, in Marathi, she told me, ki Dada far stressed out vattay, why don't you also look at what is really happening with the land? I used to accompany him at times to Mantralaya, but I wasn't such a person who went alone to Mantralaya to get things done. But then I took this upon myself as a challenge, and I requested sir that can I come and maybe offer some help? And he readily agreed. Rajiv and me would travel to Mantralaya almost every day, getting up at 6 a.m., reaching Mantralaya at 10 a.m., trying to locate the file, where it was, in which department it was. When people had told Dr. Mujumdar that it had reached the Chief Minister's office, we realized that the file was not even in the Education Department or the Ministry of Education, on the desk of an undersecretary. Be as it may, we kept tracing the file from one department to the other and to the other and to the other for almost 10 days, because the elections were to be declared and the code of conduct would have been applicable in the next 10 days. So we had a very short piece of time. Whatever it is, we ensured that the file moved from one place to the other, thanks to all the ministers at that time, who of course knew Dr. Mujumdar sir, us, and of course what Symbiosis had to contribute. But when it reached the Chief Minister's table, obviously, you can imagine the last day of Achar Sanhita, Lagu Honar Hoti. From the next day, it was Code of Conduct that was to be announced. And Rajiv and I were waiting outside the then Chief Minister's office, which was Mr. Sushilkumar Shinde ji. I still remember there was a crowd of thousands of people obviously wanting to get their work done. We were one of them. Probably to 1,000 men, there was one woman. But I was standing there. And when sir came walking, I can never forget this incident. And he came walking. And when he saw us, he said, "Tu kya karti hai ithe?" And I walked with him into his office and told him, ki sir, ह्या जागेसाठी मी आली आहे. He actually laughed. He said, "तुला माहिती आहे ना, उद्यापासून आचारसंहिता लागते." So I said, "Yes, sir, but I've been coming here for the last 10 days. I didn't come to you directly because we knew that the file had to pass through so many departments and then come to you." He said, "No problem, I will sign on the file." Of course, we went by his advice, but then you know how we all are. Till we actually see the signature, you cannot rest in peace. And therefore, we kept tracking that file, whether sir will sign on it or not sign on it. At that time, his principal secretary was Mr. Ajay Bhushan Pandey, so we kept sitting with him. But later we realized that sir left for his home, Varsha. And then we said, what if the file is not signed? So we accompanied in his, he doesn't know, but we were behind his convoy and actually sat in Varsha bungalow for almost the next 2 to 3 hours. I distinctly remember that time, sir, Mr. Vailar Ravi had come to your house and we had no hopes of meeting you. But again, I keep telling young students that perseverance pays. So we kept sitting there, and actually at 10 o'clock, sir gave us an appointment to come into his office in his house. And then he said, bring the file, and he signed on that file. That one man's signature with one pen made a difference of creating such a beautiful campus of Symbiosis International University. What I'm trying to tell you is that there are such good human beings who also work for a cause. All, sir, जेव्हा जेव्हा आमच्याकडे परदेशी विद्यापीठातनं लोक येतात, so we give so many delegations from abroad, and when they come to this campus, they say that this is probably better than even a Harvard and a Stanford. I'm really not exaggerating, these are their words. But if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for your conviction in the cause of symbiosis, if it wasn't for your one signature on that file, probably we wouldn't have seen this beautiful campus and wouldn't have seen the light of the day as we see today. So thank you very, very much from the bottom of our hearts. We can never be more than indebted to you, that it is you who have created this beautiful Symbiosis International University campus that will stay on for posterity. Thousands and lakhs of students will pass out of the portals of this beautiful campus, always remembering that one man made a difference. Thank you and welcome once again.
Thank you, ma'am. I now request Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, Chancellor, Symbiosis International Deemed University, to please address the audience.
Namaste to all of you. Chief guest, Dr. Mashelkar, Mr. Sushilkumar Shinde, on whom we are going to confer delete, Dr. Vidya Yerodekar, the Pro-Chancellor of Symbiosis International University, Dr. Raman, the Vice-Chancellor of Symbiosis International University, distinguished dignitaries, faculty, and friends. Just now, you heard a small story with great significance. And therefore, this special convocation for our beloved Sushilkumar Shinde is to express our gratitude towards him, towards his generosity, and towards his benevolent personality. Today, I stand here to speak about two remarkable individuals, Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar and Sushilkumar Shinde, whose lives are shining examples of how determination, resilience, and hard work can transform adversity into achievement. Though they rose in entirely different fields, one in science and the other in public service, Their early lives share striking similarities. Both were born into humble backgrounds and faced severe financial hardships from a very young age. Dr. Mashelkar lost his father early in his life and was raised by his mother, who worked tirelessly under extremely difficult conditions. Poverty was not just a circumstance, it was a daily struggle. Yet, despite studying under the street lights and lacking basic resources, he never allowed his circumstances to define his future. With sheer dedication to education and unbreakable spirit, he went on to become one of India's most respected scientists. He served as Director of National Chemical Laboratory. He was then appointed as Director General of Director General of Council of Scientific Industrial Research. And then he was awarded Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, Padma Vibhushan. What a story. What a rise from poverty. Similarly, Mr. Sushilkumar Shinde, his early life was marked by poverty and struggle. He worked as a child to support his family, even taking up small jobs to survive. Education was not easily accessible, yet he persevered step by step through determination and hard work. He rose from being a humble worker, holding some of the highest offices in the country. He became Chief Minister of Maharashtra. Then he rose to become Home Minister of our country. And I'm told that he even led Indian delegation to United Nations organizations. Well, what binds these two great personalities? It is not just their humble beginnings, but their refusal to surrender to hardships. They did not allow poverty to limit their dreams. Instead, they used as its fuel to push themselves forward. Their journeys teach us most powerful lessons, ladies and gentlemen. One, circumstances do not define destiny. Number two, education and perseverance are the greatest equalizers. Dr. Mashelkar's life shows the power of knowledge, while Mr. Shinde's journey highlights the strength of determination and public service. Third, hard work and integrity always pays off. Both individuals climb the ladder of success step by step, never compromising their values. Ladies and gentlemen, I must tell you one thing, and that is today's world, youth tries to find out their idols. They want shortcuts to success. But these two individuals, one sitting on the dais as chief guest, and second, an individual, a shining example of how to face adversity, is now today getting elite of Symbiosis International University. These two individuals, ladies and gentlemen, should be the icons of those facing poverty, those facing difficulty. And please remember that each one of you should not allow poverty, adversity to define your destiny. If these two individuals facing hardships can rise to such a height, you and I can also do that. Let us take inspiration from these two individuals. And sir, when I look to you and to Sushilkumar Shinde, personally I feel that you are one in two. You are tremendous military. Your life is like, what should I say, a parallel analogy. And what is analogy? Analogy is you may have born in different fields. You may have worked in different fields, but you are same. You are similar. And you are the one who faced hardships and defeated all kinds of adversity. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us stand up and give both of them a standing ovation. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now request Chancellor Sir to felicitate the Chief Guest, Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, FRS, former Director General, Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, CSIR. Thank you, sir. At Symbiosis, students from 85 different countries study with students from all of the states of India. Some of those international students will now present miniature flags of their respective countries to the Honorable Chief Guest. In order of their appearance on the dais, we have students from Afghanistan. I request the audience to please applaud when all students come. Bangladesh, Bhutan, Burundi, Chad, Egypt, Fiji, Gambia, Ghana, India, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Madagascar, Morocco, Myanmar, Nepal, Nigeria, Oman, Russia, Somalia, South Africa, South Sudan, Ethiopia, Sri Lanka, Sudan, Syria, Turkmenistan, Uganda, Vietnam, Yemen, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. The Vice Chancellor will present the university flag. And Chancellor Sir will now present the flag of the United Nations.
Sorry for intervention. As our international students were putting their country's flags, a thought came to my mind. If all these flags are rotated with a tremendous velocity, which will be the color? And white stands for peace. Let all flags continue to revolve. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. The symbolism of this presentation of flags of different countries is especially significant in the current times as we look forward to a future filled with peace and harmony between different countries of this world. I now invite Dr. Ramakrishnan Raman, Vice Chancellor, to address the audience.
Honorable Chancellor Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, sir, Pro-Chancellor Dr. Vidya Yerevdeka, our Chief Guest Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, veteran statesman Shri Sushilkumar Shinde, members of Board of Management and Academic Council, distinguished guests, respected faculty members and staff members, a very good morning to all of you. My heartiest greetings and a very warm welcome to all of you present here today physically and virtually on this momentous occasion, the Special Convocation of Symbiosis International Deemed University. We are deeply honored to have with us our chief guest, Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar, an eminent scientist and a former Director General of CSIR and a recipient of Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. His presence is a source of great inspiration to all of us, encouraging us to dream boldly and serve the nation with integrity and wisdom. It is my privilege to highlight a few key milestones of Symbiosis International Deemed University, which stand as a compelling testament to its growth, resilience, and unwavering commitment to excellence. The spirit and vision of Symbiosis. Symbiosis was founded in 1971 by our Chancellor, Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, sir, with a profound vision to create a home away from home for international students. More than 50 years later, that vision has flourished into a thriving multicultural ecosystem rooted deeply in the timeless Vedic philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. Across our campuses in Pune, Nasik, Nagpur, Noida, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and now in Dubai, we welcome students from over 85 nations, making Symbiosis not merely a university, but a living embodiment of global unity, diversity, and harmonious learning. Excellence recognized nationally and globally. The past year has seen Symbiosis strengthen its national leadership while deepening its global identity. National achievements. In the NIRF ranking 2025, Symbiosis International University was ranked 24th among all universities in India. Symbiosis Law School Pune was ranked 7th in the law category, and Symbiosis Institute of Business Management was ranked 11th in the management category. These achievements are the results of relentless dedication of our faculty members, the rigor of our pedagogy, and the unwavering commitment of our faculty and students. Global recognition. On the world stage, the university was ranked 641 to 650 band globally in the QS World University Ranking 2024. We were ranked the second best private university in India and achieved first in India and 31st globally for employer reputation. Featured in the 601-800 band globally in the THE World University Ranking 2025 is again a global recognition for our standing. This global recognition reflects our ability to blend Indian values with international best practices, preparing our students to thrive in an interconnected world. Milestones of expansion and innovation. This academic year 24-25 has been historic, marked by bold expansion and strategic global engagement. International Branch Campus, Dubai. On 14th November 2024, the Symbiosis University inaugurated its first international branch campus in Dubai in the august presence of His Excellency Sheikh Nayan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence UAE, His Excellency Dr. S. Jaishankar, India's Minister for External Affairs, and over 1,000 alumni attended and more than 10,000 Symbiosis students witnessed this historic moment virtually. This landmark step strengthens India-UAE educational collaboration, opens a new era of global academic outreach for Symbiosis. The Infosys Springboard Maker Lab. A state-of-the-art technology and innovation space, the Maker Lab enriches STEM learning and empowers students with digital skills crucial for the future workforce. Celebrating excellence. Our founder and Chancellor, Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, received multiple Lifetime Achievement Awards from leading institutions including Rajaram College, Kolhapur, and Aston University, United Kingdom. Our Pro-Chancellor, Dr. Vidya Ayravdekar, received an honorary doctorate from Deakin University and was appointed as an eminent person on the Board of Governors of the Sainik Schools Society. Our esteemed faculty also brought great pride to Symbiosis through their achievements this year. Across all faculties, including law, management, computer studies, health sciences, humanities, engineering, media, and design, our faculty garnered prestigious awards reinforcing Symbiosis' role as a center of academic leadership. Research and knowledge creation. Under Symbiosis Center for Research and Innovation, Symbiosis strengthened its research ecosystem with 3,973 unique Scopus Web of Science publication, 22,591 Scopus and 30,582 Web of Science citations, 543 lakh rupees in extramural funding, 28 intramural projects, 29 extramural projects, government 17, non-government 12, and a thriving community of 2,000 plus PhD scholars. With several specialized research centers from nanotechnology and applied AI to stem cell research and urban studies, Symbiosis continues to address India's societal and development needs. Entrepreneurship and corporate development. Through Symbiosis Center for Entrepreneurship and Innovation, SCIE, 75 plus startups were incubated, 350 plus women entrepreneurs were trained, 457 plus jobs generated, 125 plus pre-incubated startups were enabled, and 250 professionals were trained in design thinking, with 125 plus faculty who were trained on innovation and entrepreneurship. The corporate education initiatives through Symbiosis Center for Corporate Education, SCCE, expanded significantly, collaborating with Tata Motors, Atlas Copco, and other prestigious corporates. Admissions and examinations. This year, our entrance examinations, including SNAP, SET, SLAT, SIEEE, PhD entrance test, saw registration exceeding 4 lakh aspirants, demonstrating India's growing trust in Symbiosis as an educational institution. Scholarship and financial support. In keeping with our founding ethos of inclusivity and our commitment to making quality education accessible to all, Symbiosis International University extended substantial financial support to students during the academic year 24-25. A total of 14,542 scholarships, fee waivers, and concessions were awarded across category, merit-based, need-based, government-backed, international, and university-funded schemes. Women's empowerment and community development. In line with the vision of inclusive growth and global relevance, Symbiosis continues to expand its impact through transformative initiatives across education, social development, and peace building. The flagship initiative, Sanjeevani, Giving Her a Better Life, led by Pro-Chancellor Dr. Vidya Ayravdekar, reflects Symbiosis' deep commitment to women's empowerment across 35 adopted villages. The program focuses on holistic development through healthcare access, education, skill development, financial literacy, and legal awareness, creating sustainable pathways for rural women to lead empowered and independent lives. Online and digital learning. Symbiosis School of Online and Digital Learning, SSODL, continues to make flexible, high-quality education accessible to diverse community of working professionals and aspiring students across India and beyond. Healthcare impact, the Symbiosis University Hospital and Research Center, SUHRC. The SUHRC continued to serve the community with distinction, providing free and high-quality healthcare to thousands. This year alone, SUHRC treated over 20,902 inpatients and more than 3.77 lakh outpatients, reaffirming its role as a major tertiary care center for the region. With a 900 plus bedded NABH accredited facility offering advanced super specialty services, the hospital remains a cornerstone of Symbiosis' commitment to public health and social responsibility. Community engagement and social responsibility. Symbiosis significantly strengthened its community impact through extensive outreach led by Symbiosis Community Outreach Project Program and Extension Scope. The university's healthcare and awareness initiative reached thousands, providing medical aid to over 1,227 devotees at Koregaon Bhima, serving 62,687 plus Varkaris during the Vari services and conducting multiple health camps, nutrition and maternal health sessions, blood donation drives, and mental health awareness activities across adopted villages and surrounding communities. These sustained efforts reflect SIU's deep commitment to social responsibility, public health, and community development. Strengthening peace building and international collaboration. Further strengthening its global leadership in peace and dialogue, Symbiosis International University has partnered with Rotary International to establish the first South Asia's Peace Center at our Pune campus here in Lavale. This landmark initiative will host up to 40 plus Rotary Peace Fellows annually, equipping them with skills to foster dialogue, conflict resolution, and long-term peace building across Asia and beyond. The road ahead. As artificial intelligence emerging technologies reshape the world, Symbiosis is committed to strengthening academic excellence, fostering innovation, enhancing global engagement, and building future-ready infrastructure. Our vision is to remain competitive, impactful, and resilient in the years to come. A pioneering step as one of the first instances of a K-12 IB school being established within a deemed university ecosystem, enabling a strong academic integration and a seamless global learning pathway, Symbiosis is set to launch the Symbiosis World School in Lavale, Pune in August 2026. This IB Continuum Day and Residential School, spread across 25 acres, will offer world-class infrastructure and a holistic learning environment. Symbiosis plans to establish dedicated hostel for research scholars at Lavale Campus in Pune. These facilities will cater specifically to doctoral students pursuing their research program at Symbiosis. From schooling to the pinnacle of PhD degree, Symbiosis nurtures every stage of learning with purpose, continuity, and global pedigree. Before I conclude, I extend my sincere gratitude to Honorable Shri Sushilkumar Shinde for graciously accepting our invitation and for agreeing to receive the Honorary Doctorate of Letters DLit today. Thank you all for being a part of this significant occasion. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We now move on to the actual conferment of the honorary DLit on Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji. I request Dr. Ramakrishnan Raman, Vice Chancellor, to please take the proceedings forward.
On this special occasion, I have the privilege of reading the scroll of honor of Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji, a distinguished veteran and statesman. Shri Sushilkumar Shinde is a distinguished statesman whose exemplary public life and remarkable career in governance span more than 5 decades. His long and illustrious journey through the Maharashtra Legislative Assembly, the Parliament of India, and the highest offices of public service reflects unwavering dedication to democratic values, social justice, and national building. His life's work stands as a testament to perseverance, statesmanship, and an enduring commitment to the upliftment of marginalized communities. As Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Sushilkumar Shinde spearheaded several transformative initiatives that reshaped the state's urban development landscape. Among his most notable contributions were the pioneering steps towards the Mumbai Metro project and the redevelopment of Mumbai's international airport, initiatives that laid the foundation of modernization of the state's infrastructure. His commitment to social equity found expression through progressive measures such as the Rajiv Gandhi Awas Yojana and development of labor chawls and sought to improve the living conditions of thousands of working families. His leadership also extended to strengthening Maharashtra's industrial and rural development through the facilitation of major industrial ventures the establishment of new manufacturing capacities and initiatives aimed at enhancing irrigation infrastructure and improving water distribution systems, Shri Sushilkumar Shinde's contributed significantly to economic growth while supporting the livelihoods of farmers and rural communities. Prior to his tenure as Chief Minister, Shri Sushilkumar Shinde held several key ministerial portfolios in the government of Maharashtra with distinction. As Finance Minister, he achieved the rare distinction of presenting 9 consecutive state budgets reflecting both fiscal prudence and visionary planning. His stewardship of departments such as urban development, cultural affairs, and law and judiciary strengthened institutional framework and advanced progressive governance in the state. At the national level, Shri Shinde served the country with equal distinction. As Union Minister of Power, he played a pivotal role in strengthening India's power sector through reforms, capacity expansions, and modernization of transmission networks, thereby enhancing grid reliability, promoting renewable energy integration, and expanding electricity across the nation. As Union Home Minister of India, he guided the country through critical and sensitive challenges with resolve and responsibility, overseeing key legal processes, supporting significant policing and women's safety reforms, advancing initiatives for peace, governance, and stability in the northeastern region and Jammu and Kashmir. In recognition of his outstanding contribution to public life, governance, social equity, and national development, and in acknowledgement of his exemplary service to the people of India, Symbiosis International deemed university is privileged to confer upon Shri Sushilkumar Shinde the degree of Doctor of Letters Honoris Causa at this special convocation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We'll now play a film on Shri Sushilkumar Shinde. I request the IT team to kindly play that.
Some lives begin with comfort. Others begin with struggle. In a modest home, a young boy learned very early that life would demand strength. There were hardships, responsibilities, and moments when the future felt out of reach. But sometimes determination quietly finds its own way forward. That young boy would one day be known as Shri Sushilkumar Shinde. He was born on the 4th of September 1941 in Solapur. With the early loss of his father, responsibility came far sooner than expected.
Beginning of my life is very difficult. At the age of 10, I started working on 10 rupees per month.
As a teenager, he began working as a peon in the Sessions Court while continuing his studies through night school. Step by step, he moved forward, holding on to the belief that education could open new possibilities.
After I passed my matriculation, I joined Sangameshwar College at Solapur. So in the college, you see this all affluent class people were there, but their names were modern and my name was Dagudu. I was feeling that my name I should get it changed. That time in Mumbai, there was one advocate, Sushil Kaudekar. He was very famous advocate here in Mumbai. I decided to change my name as Sushilkumar Shinde.
During his college years, he also discovered a love for theatre and stage performances. With his charming and confident personality, he was well appreciated for his performances. Education gradually became his anchor. He continued his studies and later moved to Mumbai to pursue law. Another important chapter of his life came with his intercaste marriage to Ujjwala Ji Shinde. Through every phase of his life, she remained a constant source of strength and support. He later joined the Maharashtra Police and went on to work with the Crime Investigation Department. These years built discipline, courage, and the ability to hold steady under pressure. But over time, he felt a deeper calling. The law enforcer became a lawmaker.
This opportunity came to join politics. Yashwantrao Chauhan was my, ideal for the political journey. Congress, you see, I joined because I believe in Congress. I resigned from the police. Unless you take risk, you see, you cannot go ahead.
Over the years, he went on to serve in some of the highest offices in the country: Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Governor of Andhra Pradesh, Union Power Minister, Union Home Minister, and leader of the Lok Sabha. As Chief Minister of Maharashtra, he pushed forward key decisions to strengthen infrastructure, irrigation, and welfare programs across the state. In Andhra Pradesh, his tenure as the governor was marked by steady constitutional leadership. As Union Power Minister, he championed major projects and policies that strengthened India's electricity generation and energy infrastructure. Later, as Union Home Minister, he led the country through some of its most challenging and sensitive moments. His work has been recognized in many meaningful ways, including several prestigious awards, such as the National Citizen Award as Best Member of Parliament, presented by Mother Teresa. Beyond public life, he has remained a deeply family-oriented man, with his family being his most enduring source of strength. Today, his commitment to public service continues through the next generation. His daughter, Praniti Ji Shinde, carries forward the same dedication to society. He has also shared a long and respectful association with Symbiosis.
Mujumdar, I was knowing from Pune, and with his hard work, devotion to give something to society and education, he found this Symbiosis.
Shri Sushilkumar Shinde. Through every role he has held, one thing has remained constant: a calm presence, a strong will, and a sincere commitment to improving people's lives. Symbiosis International University, pleased to confer D.Lit. Honoris Causa on Shri Sushilkumar Shinde.
I now request the Vice Chancellor to request Honorable Chancellor Sir to confer the D.Lit. Honoris Causa.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Vice Chancellor of Symbiosis International Deemed University, I request Honorable Chancellor to graciously confer the Doctor of Letters Honoris Causa upon Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji, a veteran statesman, for his exemplary service to the people of India.
In my capacity as Chancellor of Symbiosis International University, I am pleased to confer the Doctor of Letters Honoris Causa on Shri Sushilkumar Shinde, a veteran statesman, for his outstanding contributions to public life, governance, social equity, and national development. Thank you.
I request Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji to deliver his acceptance speech.
Chief guest, the proud of Maharashtra, Dr. Raghunath A, Mashelkar ji, Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar ji, Dr. Vidya Erodekar ji, Dr. Ramakrishna Ramanji, Vice Chancellor, Dr. Rajiv Erodekarji, Dr. M.S. Sejulji, respected members of the faculty, distinguished guests, dear students, ladies and gentlemen. I stand before you today with deep humility and gratitude as I accept the Doctor of Literature, Honoris Causa from Symbiosis International University. I sincerely thank the leadership and the entire Symbiosis family for this great honor. For someone like me, who began life in a very modest household in Sholapur, this moment is deeply meaningful. My journey was not planned in grand ways. Like many young people of my generation, I simply tried to work hard, learn from every opportunity and serve the people around me. In my early years, I worked in small jobs where, while continuing my education, these experiences taught me the dignity of labor and the importance of the perseverance. They also taught me that the education is one of the most powerful tools that can transform the person's life. Later, when I had the opportunity to serve the public life as a legislator, as a Chief Minister of Maharashtra and the Home Minister of the country, and in a different responsibilities at the national level, always carried with me the lessons from my childhood. I never forgot the struggle of ordinary citizens because they were the same struggle I had seen in my own life and community. Every step in my journey was guided by my encouragement of teachers, mentors, colleagues, and the trust of the people. That is why I believe that no recognition belongs to one of the persons or alone. It belongs to everyone who walks that journey with me. Symbiosis International University represents a powerful idea that education should bring people together across culture, backgrounds, and nations. In today's world, where divisions often grow quickly, institutions like this remind us that knowledge must unite us and inspire cooperation. Those who found renowned universities in the past centuries or so have set a remarkable example. As you know, the Pune is known as an education hub where the great educationalist activities like Lokmanya Tilak, Dhondo Keshav Karveji, Gopal Ganesh Agarkar, Mahadev Govind Ranade, the Gopal Krishna Gokhale established institutions that are now recognized across India. Though we have not seen them personally, these all personalities, I am sure that taking inspiration from them, the Professor Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, who worked at Ferguson College, later founded Symbiosis Institute in Pune, which is now known worldwide. This reflects this road vision skill and taken in the field of education, which sets an example for the future generation to empower and build more institutions like Symbiosis in India. I salute him for his work and his belief that Vasudeva Kutumbakam. Before I conclude my speech, because I do not want it to speech a very lengthy speech, because you have already shown my career and what the achievement that I have earned. People, I always tell, you see, to students that we should not be shy of any of the job, whether it is a big job or small job. And I remember that there was one lesson in my college that a will find a way. A will find a way. And will find a way. And most of the people that internationally who are studying here, they are also coming from the backwards countries, but with the ambition of becoming a great people in their country and learning some lessons from Symbiosis. Well, my friend, that today, in fact, the Symbiosis family, and particularly Vidyaji and father, they have not mentioned that what I did when I was chief minister. This anybody could have done it when in the power. But I thought that here is institution which is working to build up the nation, as earlier in the pre-independence days, where these great all people to whom I have named, they worked for the education. So is Dr. Mujumdar has been working. I wish him a grand success in future and long life in his endeavor. So I accept his honor with a great humility and with a renewed commitment to continue working for the value of equality, justice, and the service. I once again thank Symbiosis International University for this recognition, which I will always cherish. I once again thank you and your, in fact, you see, I was a little bit shy to come here because Mashelkar is work hard more than me. But I am very happy today that the institution has chosen as a chief guest to give me degree through his hand, because one who has struggled in the life and come up with his mother, you see, he worked, and what an excellent achievement he gave to this nation. I bow to him, I thank you him, because no other great man than Mashelkar was here to give me this degree. But with your hand, I am so happy that I will cherish this throughout my life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. We have Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar as the chief guest for today's program. Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar is one of India's most distinguished scientists, known for transforming institutions like CSIR through his visionary leadership. He He has also played a major role in shaping India's innovation and intellectual property policies, including the well-known fight against foreign patents on traditional Indian knowledge. He has been an influential thought leader in shaping science, technology, and innovation policies in the post-liberalized India. A Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and Padma Vibhushan awardee, he continues to inspire as a champion of inclusive innovation. I now request Dr. Mashelkar to kindly address the audience.
Professor S.B. Mujumdar, our revered Dada, Honorable Chancellor of Symbiosis International University, Honorable Shri Sushilkumar Shinde ji, an iconic, inspiring statesman of our time, and today's most distinguished honoree, Honorable Pro-Chancellor Dr. Vidya Yerodekar, Honorable Vice-Chancellor Dr. Ramakrishnan Raman, Dr. Rajiv Yerodekar, distinguished guests, distinguished faculty, proud families, and friends of Symbiosis. Sir, I want to begin by congratulating you. I always say that your beginnings don't matter. Where you are born, to whom you are born, under what circumstances you are born, they don't matter. Your future depends in your hands. And sir, you are a living example of that. We are very, very proud of you. You rose to be the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Home Minister of India, became a great statesman who navigated some of the most complex moments in modern Indian democracy, and all due to your own perseverance, passion, backed up by a great purpose. Sir, this delete honors not just what you achieved, but what you have modeled. That life in public service, lived with integrity, is itself a form of scholarship. You have written your letters in the lives of the people of Maharashtra and people of India. You have already given an applause, but I think it deserves a much, much bigger round of applause, collective. Sir, thank you very much for your kind words, personal words about me. You made a very important statement about education being the key. You are absolutely right. In fact, and you mentioned about my mother. I'm very happy that you did, because whatever I am is because of her, not because she gave birth to me, but she gave values to me, she gave an opportunity to me. So there is a little story before I actually read out my convocation address. As you know, I was born in a very poor family, walked barefoot until I was 12, studied under street lights. Dada kindly mentioned about that. And there was an incident where my mother had to seek a job every day. And because she was illiterate, you know the kind of jobs she would get. Some stitching, something. So she had gone and stood in a queue to seek a job. Prarthana Samaj in Mumbai, Congress House, you will remember that. And when her turn came, the person who was to give the job asked her, "Are you third standard pass?" She was honest. She said, "I've never gone to a school. So where is the question of third standard pass?" And she didn't get the degree. She didn't get the job. And while she was coming back, she said to herself, "Why have I been insulted? Because I don't have education. So what I'm going to make sure is that my son gets the highest degree that ever is." She did not know what that degree was. And I remember I got my bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. I'd got a job also in Hindustan Lever. She said, "No, I found out that there is something called PhD. You must do PhD." So I did PhD. When that was over, आता झालं म्हटलं, हे सर्वात मोठं. She had found out there is a postdoctoral research fellow. And sir, as luck would have it, Dr. Kalam used to hold the record of 48 honorary doctorates, national record. I have 54. I have broken that record. So, when I accepted my 50th honorary doctorate, I said, my mother is no more, but she is everywhere. She must be watching and laughing, saying that I did not get a job because I did not pass third standard, went to school. But my son is creating a national record and she must be happy. I thought I'll just mention that about the importance of education. And before I speak of the future that awaits you, it is only appropriate that we bow our heads in admiration to the visionary who made this moment possible, Dr. S.B. Mujumdar, our revered Dada, as we call him. Nearly 5 decades ago, sir, when the world was far less connected, far less global, and far less inclusive, you chose a word that was not merely a name, but a philosophy. Symbiosis. Symbiosis is a philosophy. And in doing so, Dada, you gave institutional form to an ancient Indian civilizational idea, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The word is one family. And you could see that. I think this is one of the best moments of my life when I saw young people from 34 different nationalities come together and put a flag. And your fantastic line at the end, you rotate it and you see the white, and the white is peace. There is a common cause, common purpose. One is very proud that Symbiosis International University has students from 85 different nationalities. I don't think any other institution in India has that, basically. So, when we say Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, you really made it happen. And today, as we stand in a deeply interconnected yet divided world, your vision shines not just as relevant, but as profoundly necessary. Symbiosis has its origin in Greek. Sym meaning together, and bios meaning life. To live together is the essence. And as you rightly said, Dada, different organisms live together, basically. Okay? Symbiosis did not choose this name casually. It chose it as a civilizational commitment. And I stand before you today believing more deeply than ever that this is not merely a philosophy of education, it is the only viable philosophy for the world we are living in. Consider what nature has taught us, because nature has been running this experiment far longer than any government or institution. Nature never succeeded at isolation. Every organism that tried it either adopted into a new symbiotic relationship or vanished from the record entirely. That's the truth. So look around our world today. Look at the trade wars, the fractured alliances, the retreat from multilateral institutions, the walls being constructed where bridges once stood. The world is quite deliberately sliding from mutualism towards parasitism. Every student of biology of history knows where the trajectory finally will lead if we continue in the manner that we do. So my entire convocation is based on the deep meaning of symbiosis. And Dada, I want to dedicate this entire convocation address to you, individually. So today, I will share with you not one, but 5 meanings of symbiosis. 5 lenses through which you can shape your life, your leadership, and your legacy. The first, symbiosis as a shared becoming. Integration, two identities, one destiny. In a fragmented world, integration is no longer optional, it is essential. Let me give you a powerful example from India. India's digital public infrastructure, Aadhaar plus UPI plus CoWIN, coming together with government, technology, and citizens. This is symbiosis at scale. What did it do? It has enabled financial inclusion for hundreds of millions, seamless digital transactions, and real-time public service delivery. So this is not technology alone, it is technology integrated with society, and that is why it succeeds. So the first meaning, symbiosis as a shared becoming. The second, symbiosis as intelligent interdependence, because integration plus politics, that is the independence of spirit, interdependence of success. The Iran war has reminded us of one hard truth. No nation is truly self-sufficient. Energy, supply chains, data, semiconductors, everything is interconnected. When oil routes are disrupted, entire economies feel the shock, as we are feeling today. Even AI, our most advanced technology, depends on energy and global chips. So the lesson is clear. Strategic autonomy must coexist with global interdependence. The future belongs to those nations that master collaborative sovereignty. I use the word collaborative sovereignty, a symbiosis in a different form. So that means compete to excel, collaborate to scale. The old word was always about competition. The new word will demand collaboration among competitors, open innovation ecosystems, and shared platforms. So symbiosis to me would mean winning together, not alone. That's a new meaning. The third one, symbiosis as a fusion of diverse disciplines. No specialization alone, but synthesis beyond silos. You know, there is what is called as a Queen Elizabeth Prize of Engineering, which is considered as a Nobel Prize in engineering. And it is given to breakthroughs which change the world. Like the very first one went to internet, Tim Berners-Lee, which changed the world, and so on. And I've been on his jury for the last 7 years. And this year, we gave the award to brain-machine interface. Brain-machine interface. And Dada, do you know the number of fields that get integrated in brain-machine interface? There are 12 different fields. Neurosciences, to computer sciences, to psychology, to whatever. I mean, there are 12 disciplines coming actually sort of together. Climate change is not just science, it is economics, policy, behavior, and ethics. AI is not just technology. No lecture can be complete unless you talk about AI nowadays. It is philosophy, law, psychology, and governance. So symbiosis would mean, therefore, creating thinkers who are not narrow experts, but wide integrators. That's the third. Symbiosis as a fusion of diverse disciplines, which you are already doing. I know that. Number 4 is symbiosis as connecting the seemingly unconnected. It is easy to connect what is obvious, but it is difficult to connect what is not obvious. And they come from unexpected connections, like biology meets engineering, you create bio-inspired materials. AI meets healthcare, you create predictive diagnostics. Agriculture meets satellites, you do precision farming. But symbiosis is the courage to ask if the two words that never spoke begin to collaborate, because innovation does not happen in silos, it happens as intersections, basically. That's the fourth one. And the fifth one, which is very close to my heart, symbiosis is bridging modern science and ancient wisdom. Ancient wisdom. Future technologies rooted in timeless truths, because the definition of knowledge has to change. I remember a mention was made about my fighting the Haldi Ghati Ladai, turmeric wrong pattern, and so on. And I remember I was the chairman of World Intellectual Property Organization Standing Committee on Information Technology. They did not look at traditional knowledge as knowledge at all. And we made them change that. We made them change the international pattern classification system, bringing 200 groups, because my idea was very simple. I said knowledge generated in Harvard, Caltech, Princeton, Oxford, Cambridge is knowledge. And knowledge generated by my predecessors by working in laboratories of life. Jivanachi Prayogshala is not knowledge. How come? And we changed the rules of the game. And if you see our past offers, Ayurveda as a holistic health, yoga as a mind-body integration, and so on, and modern science like AI, biotechnology. So symbiosis is when ancient wisdom informs modern science and modern science validates ancient wisdom. So this is not nostalgia. This is next generation wave of symbiosis, building this new bridge. I would put this before you for your considerations of inspired by what you did 50 years ago, this new meaning in the new word of the word symbiosis. And I would like to dedicate this to you, sir. I was end by talking about leadership because symbiosis has always stood for leadership in every respect. And you have created leaders which are leading the world today. But in the next gen leadership, no boundaries in thinking, no limits in imagination. Not constrained by geography, not limited by discipline. You know Venki Ramakrishnan, who got the Nobel Prize, his basic degree was in biology, his PhD was in physics, and he won the Nobel Prize in chemistry. Borderless mind. This is the new generation leadership that we create, where that boundless mind learns from everywhere, collaborates with anyone, solves problem for everyone. Symbiosis International University is my university. I always say my university because with an honorary doctorate from this university, I consider myself as an alumnus of this university, a proud alumnus of this university. And now, sir, two of us are sort of together. I'm sure we'll produce such next-gen symbiosis leaders who will lead the world and change the world. Let me close with a thought for everyone in this hall and for the world you are each returning to after this ceremony. Take this powerful gift our Dada has given to us, symbiosis, with you. In your careers, seek the partnership where both parties grow stronger. In your communities, build the bonds that hold even under pressure. In your nation, be the generation that chooses mutualism, because the alternative is a word that extracts rather than nurtures, that competes rather than compounds. My friends, symbiosis is not just coexistence. It is convergence. It is not just collaboration. It is co-creation. It is not just living together. It is rising together. The rising together even in deglobalizing fragmented world. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Mashelkar, for such a beautiful address where you deliberated upon multiple meanings of the word symbiosis, leaving us all with inspiring thoughts. I now invite Registrar Dr. M.S. Shejul to deliver the vote of thanks.
I stand before this esteemed dais and the audience and privileged to express my gratitude to Chancellor Sir. I express my deep sense of gratitude to you for presiding over this ceremony, conferring delete on Shri Sushilkumar Shinde Sir, and for motivating speech. Sir, your words come from the depths of your heart and lift the spirit of audience. We look upon you as the epitome of truth, honesty, and dedication who built this monumental institution of learning. What Epictetus has said fits to your noble cause. He said, "You will do greatest service to the state if you shall raise not the roofs of the houses, but the souls of the citizens." Thank you, sir, for that. I am grateful to Dr. Mashelkar, sir, for gracing this function as the chief guest and addressing the audience. When I was listening to you, sir, you are from chemistry background, and I could see you have picked up heterogeneous compounds and synthesized a heterogeneous polymer, hypnotizing our audience. When you speak, one feels that the fountain of knowledge is showering the drops of wisdom on the listeners. Sir, we hold you in high esteem for your immense contribution to the field of scientific research. While you led CSIR, thousands of scientists have demonstrated numerous achievements which helped to bring happiness to the people of this country. Sir, I thank you. In the words of Arabic proverb, and I quote, "The ink of science is as precious as the blood of martyrs." Thank you so much. Now I come upon Shinde, sir. So I am from Sholapur, and I hold you in great esteem. I am grateful to you, sir, for accepting our request of conferment of delete. Sir, we are privileged to listen to your thoughts, and watching your film, we see you as a living proof of what merit, perseverance, and labor can accomplish. You are the rarest examples of those men who sprung from the lowest ranks of the society and raised themselves to the highest ranks in the people estimation by the effect of their own worth and their personal services. In last 50 years, whatever you undertook to do, you did thoroughly. Besides your busy public life, I know that you have spared time for literature, and I have heard you quoting great thinkers many times in your speeches. And I too would like to quote Shakespeare, lines fitting to your life struggle. "What a piece of work is a man! How noble is reason! How noble in reason! How infinite in faculties, in form, and how express and admirable in everything." Thank you, sir. Now, my words of gratitude go to Dr. Vidya ma'am. And when she was narrating the story of acquisition of this land, my thought went back to 15th century sculpture, Michelangelo. And when Michelangelo was working on a statue in his studio, and then visitor came to him, then one day when he was explaining to his visitor what he had been doing to a statue since his previous visit, he said, "I have retouched this part, polished that part, softened this part, brought out that muscle, and brought the life to this lip." Then visitor said, "But these are all trifles." The sculptor replied, "Trifles make perfection, and perfection is not a trifle." Thank you, ma'am, for that. I come to now the Vice Chancellor, sir. I express my sincere gratitude to Professor Ramakrishnan Raman, the Vice Chancellor of University, for his continuous guidance and support. He is always mathematical in thinking. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Either yes or no. Always straightforward. Always fast. Always at work. Always in advance, and always accumulating. I am grateful to him for presenting the university achievements and taking the university to higher levels. My thanks are due to Dr. Rajiv sir, Provost, Faculty of Medical and Health Sciences, who helped us in finalizing details of this function. I am grateful to advisor, Symbiosis, Vice Chancellors, and audience, faculty members, the members of the Dean, Executive Council, Academic Council, Managing Committee, and General Body of Symbiosis, directors, students, and staff of the university. Last but not the least, I am grateful to the press and media persons who have come to catch the glimpses of this wonderful event. Thank you, one and all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. I request you to please take the proceedings forward.
Chancellor, sir, may I request to kindly declare the special convocation closed.
I declare the special convocation Close.
I request the audience to please rise for the national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता
पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा
द्राविड उत्कल बंगा
विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा
उच्छल जलधि तरंग तव शुभ नाम जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा
जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे
भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you. The audience is requested to remain standing as the academic procession leaves the auditorium.